Stayed up so long I thought I would go blind. You don't believe a single word that I...
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, All Things Logic. I'm Jeremy Haws. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to use Logic Pro's pedal boards, guitar pedal boards. It comes with some great stock plugins Logic Pro does, like their guitar amp designers, their bass amp designers, guitar amp designers, and also they have pedal boards like stop pedal boxes like overdrive, chorus, distortion, reverb, flanger, all kinds of stuff. Wah pedals. It's pretty sick. Octavator, like a octave, lower octave, higher octave, that kind of stuff. It's pretty sick. They sound really cool if you set them up right. You just got to set up the pedal board and your amp designer in the right sequence, in the right order when you're doing the plugins, or it'll turn out really muddy sounding or wrong, just like you would in real life. I have another video showing you how to use the amp designer either with bass or guitar also. Check it out. But today I'm going to show you guys how to actually use the pedal boards. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Yeah. Alright guys, if you guys want to follow along, this is a song a project I've been working on. It's called All Bets Are Off. It's got a time signature of 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's pretty sick. It's like a punk rock song. So what I've done is I laid down some guitar parts. Let me show you real quick. These are my this is my track stack, summary stack. So these two right here I'll light up. That right here is one take. Those are different guitar tracks, but they're the same take. What I did is I used a DI box, a direct box. I went in with my guitar into that, and then split the signal. And one one is my actual using an SM57 and recording my 6505 Plus in its cabinet, and the other split signal is a direct signal, a dry signal, okay, which I added an amp sim to that, okay, and then I blend those two to get the best of both worlds, okay, and then I throw that to the left ear, okay, and then I do the same thing with again and do it to the right ear with the second take, okay, to give it that big wide sound. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have another video showing you how to get this big wide huge sound that they do these days, professional sounding, how to make it explode, get big off the tape, not sound small and but yeah, that's the way you do it, is you do a lot of left and rights, different takes, But anyways, and also a good thing, I'll have another video showing you how to use a direct box, a DI box, because it's a good idea even if you don't want to use amp sim. Like I like to just do a lot of live recording with actual amp and guitar, but I do like to blend the amp sim later on, or if you don't like how you like the performance you did with your live amp and microphone, but you don't like how it sounded, how it turned out, like the tone, you can always reamp it with a direct dry signal like this. So that's what I'm doing basically here. That's why you see 4 instead of just 2, because it's really just 2 takes. This and this and this and this is one take in each. Okay, so and so basically this one right here is my guitar amp, my 6505 Plus, my SM57. Same with this one. So that's left ear and this is right ear. Okay, but this is the left ear of the dry signal that I got also. Okay, and the right ear. Okay, so let me hit play real quick. I did a direct signal with a bass. I did a clean dry signal, went direct in, and then I added bass amps into that. I'll show you in another video. I have another video showing you how to use the bass amp designer, okay? And then I also used the session drummer. I stayed away from session drummer for a long time, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I finally warmed up to it. It's a lot of fun. As you can see, this song turned out really good with it. It takes some time to fine tune it, and I'm not done. As you can see, it's missing some pieces here. I'm actually going to punch in myself that you can't do with session drummer. It doesn't do everything for you, unfortunately. But yeah, so let me hit play real quick and show you guys what I've got here so far. And on these dry signals here, I've got an amp sim on those right now, amp designer. And I had another video, probably it was before this one, and I'll have it in the thumbnails, if so, that you can check it out to show you how to use the amp designer, guitar amp designer, and bass amp designer. But in this video I'm going to show you, since I've already got the amp designer there, I'm going to show you how to use the pedal board now and where to go get that and how to set it up along with the amp designer and the plugins in the right order so it turns out right. Okay, let me hit play so you can hear what the song's about. Okay, so you guys get the idea. Pretty cool, huh? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solo just the guitar parts, so you can hear just the guitar parts, the two different takes, and with the amp sims and the live amp. Okay, so you hear that. Now let me just show you the real actual, the 6505 Plus and the SM57, the left and right here. Okay, that's with no EQ, that's with no compression, that's just straight the recording, okay, without anything done to it. Same with the direct signals that I'm using here. I just added amp sim to it. I use no compression, no EQs or anything, just what the amp sim gives me, okay? So that's where we're at right now. I'll have other videos showing you guys how to use compression, how to use the EQs right, how to use all the effects on that and stuff. But for now, I'm just going to show you guys pedalboard today. Okay, so let me play the direct signal, the dry signal with the amp sims on it, okay? So let me hit play. So you can kind of blend them. It's pretty cool. You can do that with the direct box. So, okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to keep the SM50. Okay. So now we got this first note. So let's add some pedal boards to this amp sim and this dry signal. Okay. So right now down here, this side right here is your inspector window. So wherever you're at, whatever track you're on, it's going to have its input track and its master output track for that track. Okay. So I don't know if I said that right, but anyways, down here is where you're going to put these are your plugins that you're going to put on your amp designer, your pedal boards, reverb, whatever, compressors, all that stuff you want to put on a guitar track. Okay, so here is the amp sim, and this is the amp sim that I have on this track right now, but we're not going to worry about this. I already did this in another video. What we are going to do is, now that we've got the desired sound, the distortion, the amp head I like, and the cabinet and the microphone that comes with the amp sims all set up right for this track, I'm now going to add a pedal board. Maybe I'm going to show you how to add a wah to it, or some chorus, or some overdrive. I don't really need it on there, overdrive, but we'll mess with reverb, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down, and we're going to go down to amps and pedals, and we're going to pick pedal boards, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and start with mono here, okay? Because I'm doing one ear, left ear, right ear, so I'm not worrying about stereo right now. Okay, so here's your pedal board, okay? So, and one thing to remember right off the bat is you want to set up your plugins the right way. Usually most pedals are well, at least these ones are going to be in front of your amp, okay? Just like a stomp box, like you'd have your distortion in front of your amp, your chorus, your whatever. Yeah, some go in the effects loop, but and you could set that up in this right, but right now we're not going to worry about this. I'm just going to show you how to start adding pedal boards on. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this, left click, hold it down, pull it up above this one, and whoops, it didn't do it. Make sure it wants, it's got to be, there it is, okay? So now now the pedals are in front of your amp like it should be in real life, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play, or actually let me just grab one of these guys. So here's all your different, like, let's grab it, left click, hold it, and pull it over and let go, and it'll drop it down here. There's a vintage, like an overdrive. This is a really hardcore overdrive. You got a grinder here. I like to use this one too. It's a different overdrive. Then you can grab it, throw it, and just take it off and let go, and it'll get rid of them. Okay. So we don't need overdrives right now. I've got distortion going on, but so you got octafuzz, you got different fuzzes, you got happy face fuzz, and I got all this different stuff you can do. And then you got candy fuzz, you got monster fuzz. This one's really fun. Okay, you got two burner, all these great overdrives and fuzzes, and you got grit, distortion. These are all different distortions and overdrives and stuff. Okay, here let me show you. This is Dr. Octave. This is cool. I don't know if it'll work on this, but it will work with some like leads it works great with and stuff like that. But let me hit play and show you what the octave rater works. Okay, it's off now. It's hard to hear. Yeah, it doesn't work good with this one. Okay, we're not gonna. Let me just. You know what I'm gonna do so we can hear this better. That's just the left and right. I'm on the left ear. Let me turn this and just do one track right now. So okay, this is a track. leads, this thing sounds pretty cool with leads. Alright? So this is just pure the octavator, and this is with the letting the signal through with the thread. Right here. This is how loud it is. Sounds really cool with lead guitar, but I don't have a lead going on. So let me hit stop. I'm gonna draw this. Okay, let's try something else. This is like, excuse my language. This is really awesome. This is one of my favorite things to use. Okay, especially with leads. It's not meant for guitars, but this will change your octave and your pitch and your. It's crazy. Let me hit play real quick and show you what I mean. Like I said, rhythm is not going to work too great with, but you get the idea. With leads, this thing's really cool. Like I think he used this in what do they call Audio Slave, or no, Rage Against Machines. That's what they're using, is something like this. Okay, so you get the idea. But like a lot of this stuff, like these whammies and stuff, they're not great. They're not meant to be used with rhythm guitar. They're meant to be used with higher strings, higher like lead guitar and stuff like that. But now let me hit play and we're gonna do some choruses here. This is pretty simple. Show you a flanger. Pretty cool. Do a different flanger. Okay. Got this. This is pretty cool too. Hard to tell. Anyways. All right. Okay. So now let me show you some more phase. This is pretty cool too. This phase is a big one. A lot going on in this one. This is meant for stereo also. Helps a lot. Okay, so let's keep going down. So you can roll this down or grab this right here and hold it down. You got more phasers and flangers here. Those are all flangers. This is another flange, pretty cool one. There's a retro flange. They got a lot of flanges. They got tremolo here. I like that one. That's cool. Okay, I got that. I got this big total tremolo. Pretty cool. Got Roswell ringer. Yeah. So you got all these different ones. Now this is where it gets cool. Spin box is cool. Auto funk is cool. But here's your whammy bars. Okay, it's not gonna give you an idea, but like I said, lead guitar. That's what you're gonna want to use these for. Okay, and you're wondering, well, how do you do that? How do you do that and get it to stay there? Well, basically, what you do is you'll record. I'll show you in another video. This is more advanced stuff, but you'll hit record and you'll do another track, and you'll lay this down, and you'll lay it down, and you'll record it how you want it, like that. But I'll show you another time how to do that. It's a whole separate thing. Okay, so you got your different walls there. You've got a. I love that they've got a graphic EQ here. The idea. Those are great to use on like my actual recorded guitar track with the, you know, I like to use that like the actual amp. Use that sometimes on there. But and EQ is cool to put on your, just to fine tune that guitar track itself. But there's also later on in your mixing process you can use a graphic, or you can use a channel, you know, or a band or whatever EQ to fine tune the sound. Okay, so here we got some delays and echoes. Okay, it's good for leads and stuff like that. It's not going to work with rhythm really well. Okay, and you got a spring box, you got a compressor. This will kind of tell a little bit. Yeah, so you got a compressor there. Now just to let you know, they've got splitters here. So if you're using, oops, is it gonna work here? Yeah, there you go. Splitters and mixers. These, this is more advanced stuff, and you got to know how to use these and understand how these work. But if you're doing like a stereo signal, or you want to split stuff up, or like use effects loop, ascend, and that kind of stuff, this is where these come in. Okay, but right now we're not gonna worry about that. So there you go. There are your pedal boards. And I know it doesn't seem like much, but it depends on your amp designer and your signal, and if you're using a real amp and microphone, or if you're using on bass, whatever. That you can do a lot with this stuff if you can fine tune it and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun, a lot of fun. So that's basically how your pedal boards work in Logic Pro. So, and I have another video showing you guys how to, I have actually downloads, so I have our free third-party downloads. So if you don't agree with all the amp designers and pedal boards and pedals that they have and effects, there's a lot of free third-party plugins. I'll have a video showing where you can go find those and download those, like Boss plugins and stuff like that are free, that are sick, you know, especially for metal and stuff like that. Yeah, so anyways, hope it was helpful, guys. I'm Jeremy Haws. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That leaves it wide open. Yeah. See you guys.
And through our lives, stayed up so long I thought I would go blind. You don't believe a single word that I'm saying. Look on your face, I know that you ain't